Welcome to Town Travel 4K, where every journey takes you beyond the ordinary and into the heart of Earth's most mysterious landscapes. In this video, we will uncover hidden natural wonders of the world that few people know about and almost no one ever talks about. These are not the famous landmarks you see in every travel guide. Instead, they are untouched places where nature still guards its deepest secrets. Imagine deserts that whisper with shifting sands, mountains carved by winds, older than history, and lakes that change color with the sky as if they were alive. Some of these places look so unreal that they seem to belong to another planet, while others hold legends passed down for centuries by the people who live nearby. Through stunning 4K footage, we'll take you on a journey across remote valleys, secret caves, glowing waters, and breathtaking peaks, each one a reminder of how little we truly know about the planet we call home. So, sit back, relax, and let's explore the wonders that remain hidden from the world's spotlight. Get ready to see nature like you've never seen before. Mount Bromo, Indonesia, Java. At dawn, Mount Bromo emerges from the Javanese Sea of Ash like a timeless deity awakening. This active volcano, standing at 2,329 meters above sea level, releases wisps of sulfur smoke into a sky washed in pale pinks and golds. Its crater looms over the expansive sea of sand, Pasir Berbisik, a murmuring expanse of fine volcanic ash that seems to whisper ancient tales as the wind sweeps across it. To witness this spectacle, most early rising travelers make their way to the Penanjakan viewpoint at about 2,770 meters, where the sacred layering of Mount Bromo, Mount Badak, and distant Mount Semeru unfolds before sunrise. For a quieter vantage, King Kong Hill offers equal sunrise drama with fewer fellow spectators. Climbing to Bromo's rim involves first traversing black dunes, then ascending roughly 250 stone steps. From that edge you peer into the living mouth of the volcano, sulfur fumes curling skyward amid a moonscape placid yet pulsing with energy. Despite the height and harsh mix of ash and wind, the hike is manageable. Many novices complete it easily in an hour or two. The Tenggerese people, roughly 600,000, Hindus living in villages like Endadasari and Chamorro Lawang, within Bromo Tengger Semeru National Park, treat Bromo as sacred. They uphold the centuries-old Yadnya Kasada festival. On the 14th day of Kasada month, pilgrims toss vegetables, fruit, flowers, livestock, even money into the crater, a gesture of gratitude towards Hyangwidi Wasa and the mountain gods. In recent years, that ritual has also taken on deeper urgency amid climate change impacts. Farmers facing drought pray for rain and fertility in the same sacred act. As a guide, I've stood amid the potently ceremonial air of Pura Luar Poten. At the base of the caldera, where village priests chant prayers before devotees begin the pilgrimage through sand to the crater rim. During ceremonies, some locals descend into the crater itself, a risky move believed to bring good luck, though it reminds visitors that reverence blends with daring in this place. In preparing visitors, I always emphasize the practical details. Nights at altitude are cold. Expect temperatures below 7 degrees Celsius at Penanjakan around sunrise, so layers, gloves, and a warm jacket are essential. A mask or scarf also helps, especially near the crater. And across the sandy plain, when wind lifts ash into the air, traffic and crowds tend to surge on weekends and during local holidays. To avoid this, I advise traveling in shoulder months, April to May or September to October, and during weekdays. When possible, even a sunset viewing can offer serenity absent at sunrise peak hours. And while drones may seem tempting against a crater backdrop, they are officially prohibited near viewpoints and rim areas due to hazard risks and crowding. Beyond Bromo, the national park supports a surprising range of biodiversity. More than 200 species of orchids, Javanese edelweiss, several endangered trees, and around 137 bird species, including green peafowl and Javan rusa deer, all framed by the rugged volcanic landscape. Mount Bromo is not just a scenic highlight, it invites a deep connection. At the crater's edge, the air hums with vibrations of tectonic life and ancestral devotion. As your guide, I've watched countless travelers catch their breath at that threshold. Geologic power rooted in ritual, Earth's pulse seasoned by faith. Unca, Rainbow Mountain, Peru. In the high Andes of Peru stands another natural marvel, Vinicunca, or Rainbow Mountain. Rising above 5,000 meters, around 16,500 feet, its colored stripes ripple with crimson, turquoise, lavender, and green sedimentary layers sculpted and revealed by eons of pressure, erosion, and shifting light. From Cusco, travelers must acclimatize for at least 3 days to minimize altitude sickness before attempting the trek. Approaching via Cusapata or Pitumarca routes requires ascending above 4,600 meters, meaning the final summit sits well above 5,200 meters, a count later. Test of both will and physiology. The Cusapata-Fuloasapata route is the most frequented, covering about 7 kilometers round trip in roughly 1.5 hours. Trekkers often pause to admire the Red Valley along the way. An alternative, the quieter Shakaku-Pitumarca path, stretches 8 kilometers and offers fewer crowds and more serene Andean vistas. For serious adventurers, the Ascendate trek spans multiple days and extends into high-altitude wilderness for a truly immersive odyssey. Rainbow Mountain's palette derives from its geology: red clay and iron-rich soil, quartzose sandstone, green ferro-magnesian phyllites, yellow sulfurous sandstones, and rich brown fanglomerates layers compressed over millennia into chromatic earth scars. It is more than a geological showpiece, it is sacred ground. The local Quechua communities recognize and respect the mountain spirits, and tradition remains strong in rural homelands, where ancient weaving and spiritual connection persist in the rhythms of daily life. As your guide, I suggest starting the hike before dawn, arriving at the summit around 6 a.m. to catch the soft golden glow illuminating the stripes before crowds gather around 9 a.m. That early solitude gives room to absorb not just the view but the stillness and altitude's hush. Practical advice: carry plenty of water and snacks. High elevation demands hydration and energy. Small shops and bathrooms are located at trailheads, for example, Fuloasapata, but beyond that service ends. A medical station may exist near parking lots, but basic preparedness remains key. Some try to avoid hiking and rent horses, but hiking up on your own delivers a more personal experience and helps with acclimatizing gradually. Weather is unpredictable. Dry season, May to September, delivers clear visibility and vibrant hues, while the rainy months, November to March, bring muddy trails, snow, and potentially obscured views. Even so, conditions can shift rapidly. Sunny skies might break through cloud cover unexpectedly, so optimism and flexibility pay off. Reflections from your guide, standing on Bromo's rim or atop Vinicunca, one witnesses nature's masterpiece, shaped by water, fire, wind, and time. In Java, you feel humankind's bond with the earth fused through ritual. In the Andes, You sense geology's artistry resonating with spiritual depth and human resilience. Both sites challenge travelers not just physically, but emotionally. They ask you to breathe thin air, walk through silence, and encounter landscapes that feel more alive than you may. These places strip away the trivial, leaving you with a raw sense of wonder, humility, and belonging. Mount Bromo invites a communion with living land beneath volcanic breath and ancestral devotion. Rainbow Mountain invites respect for color etched into elevation, a serenade of light and geology at the edge of the sky. As your guide, I honor these stories of Earth's pulse, of culture and pilgrimage, and of the quiet invitation these peaks extend to wanderers willing to listen. Far from the well-worn paths of Bali or Java, Sumba lies quietly in the eastern archipelago, an island whose very name, Humba, whispers the promise of no interference. Stepping off the lone runway, you feel it instantly. Time slows, modernity recedes, and you enter a realm where tradition still breathes through the hills. Here, the land is shaped less by volcanoes and more by wind and savanna. Rolling grasslands stretch beneath towering thatched roof villages, and ancestral tombs stand as silent sentinels. Sumba's rugged terrain supports a culture fiercely proud, from subsistence farmers to bold warriors. Steeped in Merapu's ancestor-based faith, every village feels timeless. Take Ratangaro or Pragying, where peaked Batangu houses rise skyward, meant to bridge earth and spirit. In their shadows lie megalithic tombs and clan houses where ancestral bones lie elevated above the living physical reminders that, for some bands, home and heritage are inseparable. The island's heartbeat is the annual Pasola Festival, held between February and March. Two clans mount horseback in painted regalia, hurling wooden spears in ritual conflict. Once deadly, the game now uses blunt spears, but spills of animal blood remain sacred fertility offerings to ancestors and the land. It's not a tourist spectacle, it's a spiritual rite tied to rice planting, anchored in the arrival of the luminous Neo Vorms from the sea. The date is set by the Rado priest only days in advance, keeping authenticity intact despite visitor interest. Attending Pasola is not just witnessing tradition, it is participating in community, solidarity, and history. Before the battle, elders lead ritual speeches, animal sacrifices, and pre-festive speeches filled with tribal challenge and laughter. Then, horsemen thunder across the fields, women ululate, crowds roar, and the earth seems to hold its breath. As spears fly, symbolic blood, nourishing both soil and soul. Visitors are welcome, yet must show respect. Dress modestly, seek permission before photographing sacred acts, and follow local guidance for safety and etiquette. Sumba's sandalwood ponies deserve their own admiration. Compact, resilient, and descended from ancient Mongolian stock, these horses carry Sumbanese culture forward, used in ceremonies, daily life, and the Pasola itself. Every pony is documented, like a living heirloom, woven into dowry customs and social identity. Yet the breed is under threat. Modern racing demands and economic hardship put purity at risk. Tourism, especially horseback eco-tours, offers hope for their preservation. Beyond Pasola, Sumba's landscapes invite deeper discovery. Wikuri Lagoon, tucked near Lamboya, is a crystalline bowl of salt water tucked between mangroves, a surreal Miru whose waters glow jade green at midday and sunset alike. Locals charge a small fee to rent rafts, and the lagoon becomes a reflective canvas framed by vibrant ikat sellers. Nearby beaches Watu Mandorak, Bawana, Puru Canberra are postcard pure. White sands, topaz blue waves, dramatic cliff backdrops. Visit in quiet midday and the beaches feel entirely empty, save for local fishers and dreams of what's possible when sea meets silence. They are also surf havens, especially around Oxy's Left, the legendary wave off Nihi Sumba Resort, which draws surfers craving pristine barrels and sunset rides. For travel planners, the dry season, April-October, offers golden savanna hills. Consistent surf and mild hiking, though pasola may still occur in early dry months. Want lush green fields and spiritual ceremony? Aim for late rainy season, February-March, but prepare for rain and remote conditions. Local guides recommend hiring a car and driver. Roads can be rugged, signage minimal, and motorbike taxis vanish at unexpected bends. A knowledgeable guide will open doors to ancestral villages, narrate the symbolism of ikat textiles, and explain house architecture where the roof's height literally reaches toward Marapu. God's culture here is woven as tightly as the hand-dyed ikat textiles sold in Wangapu markets. Patterns vary, some geometric, some serpent-inspired, but each is dyed and woven over months, a living tapestry of identity and artistry. When you buy one piece, you support families and tradition. But this is also a land of paradox. While Marapu remains vital, modern life encroaches. Some youth convert to Christianity to attend school. Others sell off ponies to pay bills. Yet community foundations like the Sumba Hospitality Foundation and Sumba Foundation, often supported by resorts like Nihi Sumba, train local youth in hospitality and health services, while preserving culture through responsible tourism. As a guide, I often tell travelers, Sumba offers a journey into the soul of Indonesia's past and future. You'll see warrior riders charge in tradition. The same horses may carry surfers into the sea. You'll stand beneath towering ancestral homes, hear burial chants, and feel the echo of community values stronger than time. It is a place of ritual and ritual reborn, where each sunrise feels ancient and brand new. Between village stays, horseback rides at dawn, sunset surf tours, and watching the Nile sea forms light the sand, Sumba asks you not to conquer it, but to witness it. And if you answer, you'll emerge changed, having touched the essence of a land that still holds silence sacred, ritual alive, and nature untamed. Nestled in misty southeastern China lies Hangzhou, often spelled Hongzhou. In earlier texts, a city that unfolds not merely in sight but in silence, scent, and centuries of cultural resonance. Here, temples cling to cliffs, tea-scented. Breezes drift through ancient lanes, and landscapes are painted in poems. Hangzhou is not a place to pass through, it's a place that reveals itself gradually. To those who walk slowly and listen, begin your journey at West Lake, the crystalline heart of the city. Once praised by Marco Polo as without doubt the finest and most splendid city in the world, Westlake's placid waters mirror temples, pagodas, and rolling hills. The legendary Broken Bridge, 3 pools mirroring the moon, and Sioux Causeway are not mere sights, they are scenes plucked from Chinese classical painting. The mingling of water and willow is so harmonious that generations of emperors, poets, and scholars have immortalized it in art and verse. Emperor King Shi himself inscribed markers for the 10 views of Westlake, ensuring future visitors would witness its poetic majesty. From the lakeshore, step into the hush of Jinki Temple, perched beneath Uwiri Peak along the lake's western shore. Founded in 954 AD, this Buddhist sanctuary rings with legend, the deep-toned bell inscribed with the Lotus Sutra, ringing at dusk to mark the evening bell ringing at Nanping Hill, evokes centuries of spiritual reflection. Behind it, a tea-scented wind drifts from Longjing Tea Village, where the famed Dragon Well tea is cultivated. As your guide, I'll take you through mist-shrouded tea terraces and teach you how to discern the aroma, the flat leaf shape, and the delicate sweetness that defines premium Longjing. You'll sit in a hillside tea house and learn tea appreciation, the art and ritual that stretches back tens of dynasties. At Lingyin Temple, one of China's oldest and wealthiest monasteries, you'll wander through sculpted groves and marvel at the Falai Feng grottos, carved Buddhistic images that date back over 1,000 years. Inhale temple incense and feel the hush of ancient stones beneath towering forested peaks. The spiritual stillness here is palpable, an ideal counterbalance to the vibrant energy of Hefeng Street's bustling lanes. Hefeng Street, a well-preserved pedestrian lane, blends the ancient and the everyday. Stalls brim with traditional silk, accessories, Chinese medicinal herbs, local snacks like mooncakes or crispy rice rolls, and street performances that reflect Hangzhou's crafts and flavors. As your local guide, I'll recommend hidden tea houses and artisan shops where the silk is genuine, and the sellers speak from tradition, not salesmanship. To understand Hangzhou's historic prominence, we visit the China National Silk Museum, one of the world's largest textile museums. Covering over 50,000 square meters, it's a journey into China's 2,000-year-old legacy of silk making, from mulberry cultivation to woven and embroidered masterpieces. The museum preserves not only relics but the intangible heritage of techniques still practiced today, explained through interactive exhibits and occasional craft demonstrations. Pause by the slender silhouette of Baoku Pagoda, rising 7 stories atop precious stone hill. Lean a hand on its ancient bricks and listen to the legend. Built to pray for the safe return of King Qian Chu from a distant court mission. From the summit, gaze across Westlake's mirrored hush and imagine why poets felt compelled to write of this city as heaven on earth. One of the city's living heritages lies tucked west of downtown in Zixi National Wetland Park, spanning over 1,150 hectares. This watertown ecosystem shelters centuries of fish villages, tea houses, and even traditional dragon boat races held since the Song dynasty. Glide through waterways flanked by willows, persimmon trees, camphors, and bamboo. Birdsong echoes. Little egrets stand vigil, and ancient village life thrives amid reeds. In spring and autumn, the wetland is a living poem, a mosaic of nature and culture entwined. Allow me to share deeper reflections. Hangzhou is harmony in motion. The city thrives in the interplay of shan shui mountain water landscapes, carefully balanced with human touch, never overwhelmed by either. Tea pickers singing at dawn among row upon row of emerald fields, temple monks chanting at sunrise, artisans carving seals or weaving silk in courtyards. Every act is an echo of centuries-old humility. Evenings in Hangzhou are a lesson in poetic restraint. Take Lifeng Pagoda at sunset. The original 10th century tower collapsed in 1924. The current version was rebuilt in 2002, complete with elevator access, but retains its legendary aura, tied as it is to the beloved folklore of the white snake. Climb its upper viewing decks as golden light touches the lake, and feel the tale swirl around you as the surface shimmers below. As your guide, I'd invite you to walk beneath the leaf-laden arches of Qingfeng. Sample local dishes like dongpo pork and West Lake fish and vinegar sauce, flavors deeply woven into the city's identity. Food here is artful, with fresh, subtle seasonings and elegant presentation, a direct reflection of Hangzhou's refined spirit. Seasonal live experiences elevate the journey. In summer, the West Lake Lotus Festival floods the Kugumfenhi area with pink blossoms. In autumn, the Osmanthus Festival fills the air with honeyed fragrance as golden blooms frame the lakeside paths. During mid-autumn, brave the roar of the Qianting River tidal bore, a rare spectacle best seen under festival lights. Finally, someone once offered local insight. A young Hangzhou native from Zhejiang University shared free English tours, pointing to the city's warm, open-armed hospitality and deep understanding of its landscape's poetry and history. Travelers remember Hangzhou not only for what they saw, but how they felt walking its streets, inhaling its tea-scented air, and lingering on its bridge to listen to frogs by moonlight. It's this blend of softness and strength, of nature and narrative that defines Hangzhou City, layered in mist and meaning, calm yet alive. In southern China's Yunnan province, nature writes poetry in cliffs, terraces, and smoke-hazed plateaus. Towering limestone pillars rise from the plain at Shilin, the stone forest like petrified trees frozen in time. Formed over 270 million years ago through karst erosion, these surreal sculptures stretch as far as the eye can see, their sharp ridges softened only by budding bamboo and flowering vines. Visiting early in the morning, you might feel the stones themselves holding breath and time slowing to listen. Just a few hours south, the UNESCO-listed Honghini rice terraces unfurl like a painted scroll over mountainsides. Carved and maintained by Hani communities for well over a millennium, these tiers follow the curves of the land, flood irrigation channels glinting at sunrise and sunset. At sunrise in Duoshu or sunset in Bada, the fields shimmer in pink and gold. A photographer's dream and a sacred ritual of soil and water. Walking among the ancient village houses beneath the terraces, you sense that agriculture in Yunnan is not just subsistence, it's ancestral covenant. In the ancient trade town of Lijiang, wooden homes with carved flower and bird windows line winding canals as the Naxi people maintain a living heritage nearly unchanged for 1,000 years. Its old town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its waterways still follow centuries-old paths of water under stone bridges, while local musicians play dongba tunes beneath red lanterns in misty evenings. Local tea houses brim with tablets of pu-er and voices in dozens of dialects: Naxi, Bai, Tibetan, Mandarin. Because Lijiang was a key juncture on the old Tea-Horse Road, here culture is palpable in every breath. Architecture, language, ritual. Beyond Lijiang lies Tiger Leaping Gorge, one of the deepest river canyons on Earth. The Jinsha River plunges 3,800 meters under snowy peaks. Local legend holds that a tiger leapt across the narrowest stretch in fear of hunters, naming the gorge forever. Hiking its rim, watching the river coil beneath cloud-dusted peaks, feels like stepping into an epic. Along the trail, small hamlets of Naki farmers still tend terraces and guide trekkers with gentle hospitality and stories of their ancestors. Moving westward toward Shangri-La, formerly Zhongdian, the highlands take on Tibetan shape. Songzhenlin Monastery, called the Little Potala Palace, glows at sunrise. Brightly painted prayer halls humming with spinning prayer wheels and saffron-robed monks chanting before a backdrop of highland forest and volcano aching sky. Here, I stood before Kirong Lake. Its mirror, still surface reflecting snowy silhouette time paused between prayer and landscape. Dali, nestled between Kangshan Mountains and Urhe Lake, offers a softer rhythm. Its biculture shows in batik textiles, seafood, fresh fish from the lake, and the 3 pagodas rising like silent sentinels across fields. Cycling around Urhe at dawn, you pass fishermen casting nets, village workshops painting umbrellas in Bai Blue, and markets offering crossing the bridge, noodles steaming in bowls of memory. Kunming. The Spring City brings another facet. Stone Forest resides nearby, but the city itself is a mosaic of flowers, temples, and Yunnans. Ethnic Village. Here you glimpse 26 ethnic minorities: Dai, Hani, Yi, Naxi, Miao, presented through architecture, dance, and reconstructed homesteads. I remember the day I heard a Dai water splashing procession echo through the air, drums and laughter mingling with river mist. It felt joyous and timeless, but beyond the well-trodden path, I've discovered hidden corners that linger in memory. One afternoon near Yuanyang, I sat beside a Hani elder's hearth. He traced the terrace network on a carved wooden board, telling me that their system sustains not only rice, but community and calendar, rivers feeding laughter, rain feeding festival, earth feeding song. Those rice terraces are not just landscapes, they are living histories. At dusk in Shangri-La, I watched yak bell chimes before high clouds drifted over forest. In the Tibetan villages, families recite oral genealogies by firelight. The air smells of yak butter lamps and juniper branches. I realize these highland valleys mediate between earth and sky, ritual and daily life. In Lugu Lake, borderland with Sichuan, the Masuo matriarchal society offers another whisper of difference. Women rule households, boat families across jade. Water lanes weave reed huts on islands. Their societies have no bride price or arranged marriage, and they live by tradition older than China's modern maps. Arriving here feels like stepping into a mosaic of human possibility alongside the cliffs and waves of serene water reflecting starlit sky. South again, in Xishuangbanna's rainforests, the Dai people celebrate water splashing festival every April. Elephants strain at the forest edge. Orchids drip dew heavy. This is Yunnan's tropical secret, where flamingos glide and jungle orchids perfume every wet breath. Food here draws heavily on lemongrass, banana leaves, spicy herbs, and riverside fish grilled over coals, something Southeast Asia, in China, feels entirely alive. Cuisine in Yunnan merits its own chapter. Crossing the bridge noodles. In Kunming, hot broth poured over rice noodles, herbs, thin meat slices, is comfort and ritual in one bowl. Wild mushroom hot pots in fall, steamy bamboo pot chicken in Jianshui, spicy sour fish in Dali, and sweet pu'er tea sipped slowly in a Basha courtyard. Each dish is flavored by altitude, soil, and ancestral wisdom. When to visit? Autumn, September, November. Brings crisp skies and golden leaves in Tenkong. Spring, March, May, invites flowering valleys. Summer rains transform mountains into dripping emeralds. Even winter here holds sunlit warmth in Kunming and snow-capped silence on the high plains. Yunnan's diverse climate means you can touch 4 seasons in one journey. As your guide, I often advise building time not just for destinations, but for dwelling. Spend a night in a Naxi farmhouse overlooking Jade Dragon Snow Mountains glaciers. Sip tea with a Hani family above their rice terraces. Climb through lily-scented forests to Songzhenlin at dawn. Drift across Lugu Lake under Fishtail reeds. Let a die elder scoop rice into your palm at midsummer dusk. These moments, small and vivid, become the real journey. Yunan is not scenery alone. It is living song, terrace chants, prayer wheel rhythms, ethnic dances, culinary fragrances, elder stories under lantern light. It is geology, climate, and culture co-writing a landscape that refuses simplification. If you look beyond checklist photographs, you'll see Yunnan as a province that asks you, will you listen? Will you pause? Will you believe that water remembers, stone prays, people endure? In the end, true Yunnan is not just seen, it is felt through seasons, through festivals, through taste, through whispered legends on cliff winds. Step into its paths, and you step into chapters of earth and humanity hand-woven, centuries deep. Stocksons, where land meets the unimaginable, where black sands meet the roaring sea, and jagged Vesterhorn pierces the sky. Stocksons feels like the edge of the earth. Winds howl across this forgotten cape, and the silence is heavy, not empty, but full of stories that haven't been spoken in centuries. Full of the old volcanic breath of Iceland itself. Standing here is like standing inside a dream too big to hold. OKKSNEs isn't just beautiful, it's primeval. This headland on Iceland's southeastern coast is one of the most cinematic places on Earth. You don't walk into Stocksons. You arrive and everything changes. The air feels thicker. The sound of waves crashing on volcanic sand becomes a drumbeat in your chest. And before you, the Vesterhorn mountain rises not gently, but violently. Its serrated peaks tear into the sky, sometimes dusted in snow, sometimes wrapped in cloud, always commanding silence. The black sand beach stretches endlessly. It absorbs color, sound, time. Some say it's where the world began. Others say it's where it ends. Either way, here the earth speaks with no need for translation. This is a land where contrast defines everything. The ocean slams against obsidian sand. Bright Arctic moss glows against dark dunes. Winter and summer blur, the snow never far, the sun never high. And at night, when the skies are clear and the aurora dances overhead, it's not light you see, it's emotion moving through space. For centuries, Stocksons was isolated, cut off by glaciers, unmarked by tourists. But the Vikings knew this land. Vesterhorn itself is named from Old Norse Vester, meaning west. It marked the edge of their world, the edge of the known. They believed gods shaped mountains. Looking at Vesterhorn, it's hard not to agree. From a geological standpoint, this mountain is part of one of the oldest rock formations in Iceland, about 8 to 11 million years old. Its jagged ridgelines, made from gabbro and granophyre, are rare in a country known mostly for basalt. That's why Vesterhorn looks different from the rest of Iceland. It doesn't roll, it rises, wild, sharp, aggressive. It doesn't invite you to climb. It dares you, but it's not just the mountain that captivates. The dunes here are alive. Formed by wind and ash, they constantly shift, creating ripple patterns that look painted by time itself. Arctic foxes leave fleeting tracks. Seabirds cry. Overhead, feel alone, yet watched. It's no coincidence that many local stories tell of Huldufólk, the hidden people of Iceland. Spirits said to live in the rocks, moving just out of sight. And then there's the sea. The North Atlantic crashes endlessly onto the black shore. This isn't a beach for swimming or sunbathing. It's a beach for feeling small, for remembering that nature is not here to serve us, but to humble us. Sometimes the fog rolls in thick and Vesterhorn disappears entirely. All that's left is the sound of the surf and the sharp cry of a gull. Other times, the sky opens wide, and the landscape becomes almost unreal, like a digital painting, rendered in silence. And wind.sd, OKKSNES, is not just a place you see, it's a place you absorb. And yet, very few travelers make it here. There's a small toll to enter, money that goes toward protecting this fragile environment. You'll drive down a gravel path past a decommissioned radar station and a tiny Viking film set left from an old production and now weathering into myth. And then you arrive. Many visitors come for photography, especially at sunrise and sunset, when golden light hits the mountain's ridges and reflects in the tidal pools below. The symmetry, the stillness, the drama, it's like nature composed a poem and left it here in stone and light. Even amateur photographers leave with masterpieces. But for others, it's not about the photo, it's about the pause, the way your breath slows, the way the horizon stretches without mercy, and the way your thoughts echo a little longer than usual before returning home. In winter, Stockton's takes on a new dimension. Snow dusts the beach, the cold air bites, but the reward? A chance to see the northern lights arc over Vesterhorn. Collision of fire and ice, green and gold, myth and mountain. It's not something you watch, it's something you remember, long after the moment fades. For centuries, Icelanders believed that mountains held power that they could think, feel, protect. Standing before Vesterhorn, that belief doesn't seem foolish. It seems obvious. You begin to wonder if maybe we've forgotten how to listen. Maybe the wind knows more than we do. There's no guided tour here, no signs telling you what to feel. You walk alone, and the land becomes your guide. One moment, you're tracing your steps in wet sand. The next, you're lost in thought, staring out to sea, wondering why you ever needed anything more than this. And yet, like all truly sacred places, Stockton's isn't loud. It doesn't try to impress you. It doesn't ask for your attention. It just waits. It trusts that you'll notice, that you'll slow down, that you'll stay long enough to really see it. And when you leave, because eventually you must, you don't really leave it behind. The black sand stays in your boots. The wind stays in your ears. And somewhere deep inside, that mountain carves a space that wasn't there before. In Hien, Vietnam, the past and present flow as one, like the Thursday Bon River that wanes through its heart. This town, once a major port of Southeast Asia, now drapes itself in quiet poetry. Walk its cobbled lanes and you step across centuries. Chinese assembly halls, Japanese bridges, French colonial buildings, each whispering of time and trade, of stories that crossed oceans and settled in stillness. By day, tailors shape silk with practiced ease, each stitch a continuation of craft, passed down through generations. The scent of incense drifts from ancestral altars. Lanterns hang even in sunlight, their colors faded but proud, waiting for night to reveal their glow. Markets bustle but don't rush. Bicycles glide. The air carries a rhythm of calm. But as dusk folds in, Haiyan transforms. Light gives way to flame, and suddenly the ancient town flickers to life. Thousands of silk lanterns bloom along streets and riverbanks, painting reflections across the water. It feels like stepping into a dream you didn't know you remembered. Locals float paper lanterns down the river, prayers folded in firelight. Wishes set adrift. At the heart of Hainan is more than its beauty. It's the deep sense of place, of continuity, of life lived at a gentler pace. This is a town that doesn't demand attention. It invites presence. It's not about the photo, it's about the feeling of warm tea in quiet courtyards, of distant temple bells, of your own footsteps echoing gently in a world that never really needed to change. Wander beyond the old town and find lush green rice fields, buffaloes lumbering beneath broad skies, and villages still shaping wooden boats by hand. Stop for kaolu noodles made from water drawn only from ancient Baoli well. Listen as a local recounts a legend of star-crossed lovers, or simply sit by the water as time drifts by with the lanterns. Hainan isn't only a place to see, it's a place to feel, to remember, to slow down enough to hear what the walls, the wind, and the river are still trying to tell you. Some destinations dazzle you, this one stays with you, and perhaps that is its quietest power, not in what it shows, but in what it awakens. In Luang Prabang, serenity is not just a mood, it's the very air. It clings to the quiet streets like morning mist, settling into corners of old wooden homes and drifting softly through palm leaves. This is not a city that shouts for your attention. It waits, timeless and still, like the slow current of the Mekong beside it. Golden temple spires rise gently above treetops, catching the early sun. In the hush of dawn, monks in saffron robes move in silent procession, bare feet brushing ancient stone. Their bowls, outstretched in humility, receive offerings not just of food, but of reverence. And in their chants, low, resonant, and rhythmic, you hear something older than history, a vibration of faith, a breath of peace. Luang Prabang sits at the confluence of two rivers, the Mekong and the Nam, kind like a soul balanced between past and present. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but more than that, it's a sanctuary of slow living. Here, time doesn't rush. It lingers. Wander down quiet lanes where French colonial villas and traditional Lao wooden houses sit side by side, remnants of a complex past that somehow found harmony. Jasmine vines crawl over shuttered windows. Bougainvillea spills onto cobblestone paths. In the early light, you might hear a bicycle bell echo through the trees. Someone's heading to the morning market. Perhaps. Life begins early here, gently and with grace. At the market, life blooms in color and smell. Stalls brim with woven textiles, bamboo baskets, hand-pounded silver, sticky rice, and spices that perfume the air. You'll see elders offering flowers, To spirit houses, children playing beside sleeping dogs, and artisans carving quietly beneath banyan trees. Nothing feels rushed. Everything breathes. And then there are the temples, over 30 scattered across this small town. Wat Shing Thong, the crown jewel, stands like a golden poem on the banks of the Mekong. Its sweeping roofs curve like the Kia, wings of birds mid-flight, and its walls shimmer with intricate mosaics that tell stories in glass and gold. Each temple here is a retreat, not just for prayer, but for presence. You don't need to believe, you only need to be still, but long. Prabang isn't a museum. It's alive. In the cafes along the Nam Khan, monks sip iced coffee beside barefoot backpackers. In quiet courtyards, novice monks read English grammar under frangipani trees. The sacred and the modern meet here, not in conflict, but in quiet. Dialogue. And when you step beyond the town's embrace, nature deepens the spell. Roughly 30 kilometers away, the Guangxi Falls await, tucked into jungle like a secret the earth forgot to hide. The water spills in tears, tumbling over limestone into pools of impossible turquoise. They don't seem real, these pools so blue they look imagined. But touch the water, it's cold, crisp, and pure. Beneath the falls, butterflies dance on. The breeze. Locals believe the falls are sacred, and when you sit beside them in silence, it's easy to understand why this is not a place for adrenaline, but for awe. You don't conquer Luang Prabang, you surrender to it. You let it soften the edges of your day. Let it slow your step, hush your thoughts. Some evenings, the town gathers along Mount Fauci. The climb is short, but steep, hundreds of steps through. Shaded groves. At the summit, as the sun sinks behind jungle hills, Luang Prabang glows golden. The rivers shimmer like silk, the temples catch fire in the fading light, and the sky softens into lavender. This is not a sunset you photograph, it's one you remember in silence. Later, as twilight falls, the town transforms. The night market spills across the main street, glowing under red and white lanterns. Locals lay out rows of vibrant cloth, delicate jewelry, herbal balms, and warm bowls of noodle soup. The scent of lemongrass and grilled meat mingles with the soft lull of conversation. There is music, too, sometimes live, sometimes drifting from open windows. Not loud, just enough to carry the mood. But perhaps the most beautiful moments in Luang Prabang aren't made of sights at all. They're made of feelings, the hush of a temple courtyard in rain, the warmth of a stranger's smile, the echo of monks chanting at dusk. There's a gentleness here that stays with you, a kindness you carry long after you leave, for the Lao. People, this is not a tourist town, it's a living heart of culture, faith, and family. Traditions still guide life here. Respect is woven into every gesture. Elders are honored, rituals are kept, and nature is not something to be mastered, but something to bow before. Even the food is a meditation. At the morning alms, locals wake before dawn to steam sticky rice for the monks. In tiny home kitchens, women stir coconut milk into pumpkin soup, pound papaya into tangy salads, and wrap river fish in banana leaves. Lao cuisine is humble, earthy, fragrant, and deeply communal. To eat is to share, to offer, to honor. Luang Prabang doesn't offer spectacle. It offers depth, a chance to connect to land, to spirit, to self. It invites you to walk slowly, speak softly, and listen deeply. Because the town speaks, but not in the language of noise or novelty. It speaks in stillness, in the rustle of palm trees at dawn, in the quiet footfalls of monks, in the sound of a gong ringing across the river, calling no one and everyone home. Kwangsi Falls, a place where water doesn't just fall. It floats, spills, and sings through the jungle of northern Laos. Just beyond the sacred calm of Luang Prabang, this cascade unfolds like a secret whispered from the heart of the earth. Each tear a verse, each pool a pause. Nestled in the forest's emerald arms, Kwangsi isn't loud in its beauty. It doesn't demand attention. It invites it. From the moment you step into the reserve, the path winds through shaded trees and the distant hush of water grows louder, not crashing, but cascading, almost as if the falls are breathing. Butterflies drift lazily overhead. The air smells of damp stone, wildflowers, and wood smoke carried from distant village fires. The falls descend in layers, not one great drop, but a series of travertine steps carved over centuries by mineral-rich water. The highest drop, nearly 60 meters, rushes from the forest with grace rather than force, feeding turquoise pools that ripple gently below. These pools, tinted by limestone, shimmer in impossible shades of jade and aquamarine. Their colors shift with the sun, as if the water itself holds a living spirit. It's no wonder the people of Laos hold this place sacred. In the traditional Lao worldview, nature isn't separate from the soul, it is the soul. Trees are homes for spirits. Rivers carry blessings, and waterfalls like Kwangse, they are gateways. A liminal space where the visible and invisible meet. Local legend says the falls were created by a wise old man who summoned water to this land by digging deep into the earth. As the river burst forth, it startled a golden deer who took up residence atop one of the cliffs. Her presence blessed the falls with peace and protection, and even now, villagers speak of her in reverent tones. Some say she still watches from the trees, unseen but felt in the quiet moments between footsteps. In the breeze that cools your face as you climb. The name Kwangsi itself holds poetic weight. Kwang means deer. Si refers to digging or making a hole. In essence, these are the falls of the deer's spirit. And once you're here, it's hard to argue. Something ancient lives in these waters. Not a myth, but a presence. Visitors come for the pools, of course. They arrive barefoot, shoes in hand, eyes wide. The lower basins are open for swimming. Cool, clean, and wrapped in jungle shadows. But the water here does more than refresh the body. Locals believe it resets the mind. The minerals may cleanse your skin, but the silence beneath the surface, that's what stays with you. Venture higher, and the crowds thin. The forest grows thicker, the light dimmer. Bamboo groves arch overhead, and the path becomes more rugged. At the top, you'll find the main drop, an awe-inspiring curtain of white against dark stone. Mist rises from the plunge basin like smoke from sacred incense. And there, in the quiet roar, you may understand, this place doesn't speak to you, it speaks through you. But Kwangsi is not just a waterfall, it's part of a living system. Surrounding the falls is the Tat Kwang Sea Bear Rescue Center, home to dozens of Asiatic black bears rescued from the illegal wildlife trade. These moon bears, named for the pale crescent on their chest, now wander safely among trees and hammocks, their enclosures blending almost seamlessly into the forest. It's a reminder that nature must be protected, not only admired. For the people of Luang Prabang, Kwangsi isn't simply an escape, it's a ritual. Families come on weekends, picnicking under canopies, sharing sticky rice and grilled river fish. Young monks in saffron robes sometimes visit to contemplate beneath the trees. Elders sit near the stream, letting their fingers trace the current. No one rushes here. The rhythm is slow, deliberate, reverent, as if even time moves more gently in this corner of the world. The best moments often come just before or just after the crowds. Arrive early and you'll hear birdsong echo off the cliffs, mingling with the water's music. Arrive late and the setting sun turns the falls to silver. The jungle shadows deepening, as if the forest is reclaiming its quiet. Photographs may try, but they rarely succeed. Guangxi is less about what you see and more about what you feel. Cool stone beneath your hands, the hush of falling water in your chest, the weightlessness of silence when you float in a pool shaded by ancient trees. In a world so often defined by noise, this place feels like a forgotten prayer whispered back into the wind. As a guide, I've returned to Guangxi dozens of times. And each time, I'm reminded of something deeper, that beauty doesn't need to shout, that nature's power lies not just in its scale, but in its subtlety, that there are places like this one that don't exist to impress, but to heal. Sometimes, I pause along the wooden bridge near the upper tiers. From there, you can watch the water flow in slow ribbons, spilling over rocks smoothed by centuries. Children laugh in the distance. A breeze carries the scent of lemongrass and wet leaves. And for a moment, everything stills. You don't visit Guangxi to check a box. You come to remember something you've forgotten, something soft, something sacred. The water here doesn't rush, it teaches. And if you listen closely, it just might speak your name.